Hey jabronis! Okay, one of my favorite shows is starting its 13th season this year. Now you already may know what I'm talking about. That's right, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Now, the new trailer just dropped not so long ago, so I wanted to throw my theories for the season out there and kind of just discuss my feelings going into this new season. Now, a few things I noticed right off the bat with the promos and all the teasers we've been getting. They're quite odd and they're short, and they really don't give us much insight to what we should expect with the season. They quite frankly remind me of another famous FX show, which is American Horror Story. American Horror Story is known for their creepy teasers that leave clues, but they don't give us any substance to what to expect in the season. Now, I think there are two reasons Always Sunny went this route. First, why not copy the format of another FX show as a parody? I think it's kind of clever and cool. Secondly, they're going at the season with this Friday the 13th vibe because it is the 13th season. So I like that they took that like Friday the 13th scary, creepy vibe and they connected it with American Horror Story and how they set up their new seasons. But there is something else I noticed in all these promos. The promos tend to focus on the side characters rather than the main characters. This has created some concern amongst some fans, but I'm not worried. First off, the reoccurring characters are one of my favorite aspects of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, especially watching them develop and basically have their lives just get dragged down in the gutter with the rest of the gang. In fact, my favorite side character is the lawyer. But I think the main reason for showing the side characters is I believe they will have a major position in this new season. So we have all heard that Dennis is not coming back to the show. Rewatching season 12, they have honestly pushed this concept that Dennis wanted more out of life. I don't think the character is gone for good, but I think narrative-wise, he needs to be gone for a time. If you rewatch season 12, there was a couple episodes that really might stand out to you that Dennis wants more than the normal life that they've had in Always Sunny. The first one being the water park episode. Watching this episode after having watched the whole season really made me realize that Dennis is looking for a connection like parent to child. He sets aside his schemes to get hot moms at the water park for that day. Instead, he mentors Abby. We see him taking on a role of like a father here. Of course, many might be quick to point out that he's a terrible role model, but come on, like duh, this is Always Sunny. That's how they're going to spin it. Which flash forward to the last episode of the season and we see him say goodbye to his actual son, you can see that desire to be a parent there. The other episode that points to Dennis wanting more is the Gang 10's bar. The whole episode, he is hell-bent on actually running a normal bar. And I think this is evidence that Dennis is just done with the BS of Patty's Pub. Now, I don't personally think he's gone forever, but at least for a bit, it makes narrative sense for Dennis to go, which honestly is sad because Dennis is one of my favorite characters in the gang. So let's move on to the reason you actually clicked on this video, and that's my theory for what's going to be the theme of this season. Like, what is going to happen? I think the gang will be dealing with that Dennis-shaped hole in their lives, and we already see one of Mac's coping methods being the Dennis sex doll. But there is something else that I noticed in this trailer. There are so many side characters yet again. I believe that the gang will be trying to fill in Dennis's spot with one of the side characters, or at least circulating them through. Kind of like, who gets to be this new member of the gang? Many fans of the show freaked out when they heard Kelly from The Office was going to be on the show and yelled boycott, which, come on people, that's absurd. She is a funny writer, and there is no way Mindy is actually replacing Dennis, as many are suggesting. I think she's either going to be an outsider who has to deal with the gang, or an attempt by them to fill his spot that will fail. And honestly, she's probably just going to be in like an episode. This competition to see who should replace Dennis is why I think we also see Artemis with D doing the Gang Beats Boggs 2 Electric Boogaloo, thing going on. I think they're going to be doing schemes with the side characters to see who best meshes with the gang. And this fits perfectly with the teasers being so focused on everyone but the gang. Ultimately, my prediction is that no one can replace Dennis, and that he will be back by the season's end. Or possibly they will find someone, but Dennis comes back in some reoccurring way. Honestly, I just don't think Dennis can truly give up the pub. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that theory of what I think's going to happen in season 13. I'm certainly excited. Now, I can totally be wrong, and I will be fine if I am wrong. I know it's going to be fun season if what I think will happen. And if they throw a curveball and something totally different happens, it's still going to be a fun season. Now, what I want to know is what you all think is going to happen. So leave your theories or your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think is going to happen this season. Tell me what you think is up with Dennis. Do you think he's going to come back? Do you think he's done with Philadelphia? Let me know. And of course, as always, stay sexy.